Welcome to Mitten Kitchen. I'm Amy, and today we are making a Walt Disney World inspired dinner. We are having flying fish's most famous potato wrapped red snapper. We're having Le Cellier in Epcot, in Canada's pavilion, cheddar ale soup. We are also having the most famous brown derby in Hollywood Studios chopped salad. And of course, well known throughout Walt Disney World is the most famous dessert, Dole Whip. Join us along for this delicious dinner. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our soup, our cheddar ale soup from Le Cellier in Epcot, which is in Canada's pavilion in Epcot. So first up, we need is some bacon. It says 3 slices of bacon. We're just gonna chop it. I like to use scissors. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get that a stir in our Dutch oven. This is the same Dutch oven we use for the... I have the bacon over here, also for our salad. Okay, so next up we have our bacon. All nice and crispy. We're gonna go ahead and add in the butter. It says to add in the butter along with the celery and onions. So I already have them pre-chopped. Dump those in. And it says about 5 minutes for this to become like translucent with all of the yummy ingredients. Over here, I also have our eggs boiling for our salad and the bacon going over there as well. Okay, we are now going to go ahead and add in our flour, 1 cup, and we are adding in the einkorn flour. Okay, and then it says to go ahead and add in our chicken broth. I have turkey broth, about half of this one. And it says to whisk for 4 minutes. Okay, so I definitely misread that. It said to slowly turn in the broth, and I just dumped it in, so oops. I think it's to the right thickness. So we're gonna go ahead and add our milk. 4 cups of milk. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Give that a nice whisk. Next up, we're going to add in, oh, frick. Don't drop your whiskin like I did. So my husband's gluten-free, so we're gonna use a gluten-free beer. It says half a cup. Okay, it's gonna simmer for 15 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with our other dishes. Okay, so next up we are gonna go ahead and start making the flying fishes potato encrusted red snapper. So I got a red snapper. The seafood counter filleted it for me. They are beautiful, so I'm gonna cut them in half. And it says to salt and pepper. We'll have 4 pieces of this delicious dinner. Okay, so we have 4 pieces of red snapper. Feel a little bit of a bone there, so just gonna peel that out real quick. Our dinner smells just fantastic, like so good. Okay, so that is done for now. Now I'm going to cut up the potatoes very thinly, it said. Essentially what we're going to be doing is making the wrap for the red snapper. So very thin potato slices. I'm going as thin as I can. I wish I had a mandolin. I had one before. I had a terrible experience with it. Cut myself a few times, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to start our assembly line. It talks about using plastic wrap. I don't have plastic wrap, so I feel like this is a good size. Okay, it also says to have potato starch nearby, or potato flour. I've never used that before. Have you? So if I'm reading this correctly, we will dust that. And then we lay out our potatoes. 4 pieces, it says. Like that. And then it says dust it with the potato starch again. And then we take our fillet and we wrap it. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Let me read it again. I did it wrong. Okay, so we're gonna shift it down. It actually says 2 on the bottom and 2 on top. So thinking something like this. And maybe we'll just cut these. Give it a try. Go ahead and put this on our skillet. So next up for this dish, it has leeks. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the leeks. Get this going with some butter. And that's it. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and start getting the iceberg for our salad chopped up. Now the salad is from the Hollywood Brown Derby in Hollywood Studios. So we're going to start layering up the salad. Now the recipe called for a variety of different greens. I could not find them at the store. So we're just going to go with a crisp iceberg lettuce for this one. There is our iceberg. Next up we're going to add is our bacon. And we're going to try to arrange this very pretty based on the salad presentation. So we're going to look over here real quick. This is ready. We're going to pop these in the oven, and I'm going to get some butter with the leeks going and thyme in here. So those will just finish cooking in the oven. Got the butter. Now we're going to dump in our leeks. Those will get nice and crispy, and I'm going to add in some thyme as well. Okay, so we have our iceberg, our bacon. Now we're going to go ahead and add the tomatoes. Next up will be a avocado. I feel like it's always a hit or miss if these are actually ripe or not. It's like the ongoing joke, right? You have like 2.2 seconds to find an avocado. This one actually looks good. So we'll just go ahead and chop this and add it to our salad. And everything is coming along so beautifully for our Walt Disney World inspired dinner. It's kind of a commitment. I definitely overdid myself, but you know, what else is new? You still have to make the dressing for this salad as well. So we're gonna have blue cheese and turkey on this beautiful salad as well. The fish is in the oven, which is perfect. And our leeks are cooking, the reduction is cooking. We're gonna make the Dole Whip real quick, and then we're done. Just add the cheese to the soup, and we're calling it a beautiful day. So now I'm just gonna add the turkey. I just got this sliced at the deli. You could roast your own, but I don't know what time for that. Okay. And there is our Hollywood Brown Derby inspired salad. So I forgot the egg, the hard-boiled egg. So let's go ahead and put that on our salad. That looks better. So let's go ahead and make that dressing. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make the dressing for the salad. A little bit of water, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, a little bit of mustard. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Salt and pepper. Some sugar. A little bit of garlic. Some lemon juice. Some oil. I'm using avocado oil. And let's give that a shake and a taste. Fantastic. So next up, we're gonna make the last piece of this dinner, which is the famous Dole Whip. So this version that I found online is non-dairy. Sorry, is dairy. In the park, the Dole Whip is dairy free. So I was just following the recipe. What I would be interested in trying is actually finding a dairy-free ice cream versus dairy ice cream. But I was following the recipe, pineapple juice. I got crushed pineapple. I think it'll be fine. And it says one cup scoop of ice cream. So excited to get a picture of this whole meal and to sit down with my family and enjoy it. Okay, that should be enough ice cream. I'm gonna add in some pineapple chunks. And we'll give it a go. And there is our pineapple Dole Whip. Wow, it smells amazing. Then I get cleaned up, laid this all up, and there we have our Walt Disney World inspired dinner. Right here is our potato encrusted red snapper from Flying Fish on a bed of leeks with a white rind reduction. Stir. Look at how creamy and cheesy that is. Over here we have our pineapple Dole Whip, and this is our Hollywood Brown Derby chopped salad. This is Le Cellier's cheddar ale soup. I made this gluten-free though. Gosh. It tastes like Canada and Epcot. So good. Next up, we are trying the potato encrusted red snapper inspired by Flying Fish. Oh my gosh. That's epic. Next up, we have Hollywood Brown Derby's Cobb salad. Try to get a bite of everything. So fresh. Okay, here is our pineapple Dole Whip, inspired by Walt Disney World. Wow, that's very good. So there you have it, Walt Disney World inspired dinner. We had Le Cellier Epcot Canadian ale soup, We had the Hollywood Brown Derby chopped salad, flying fish on the boardwalk's most famous potato encrusted red snapper, and to top it off, we had Dole Whip. Thanks for watching. See you next time.